Good morning, guys. So I was sitting in my car and I was brainstorming some things that I had on my mind. And then something just came in my mind. I'm like, oh crap, I got to get upstairs. I got to do this now. So I'm on the East Coast. It's 7:22 a.m. And yeah, this was on my mind. Let's take these off, right? This was on my mind and I felt like I wanted to share this. So, if you realize the title of my live, it's called What is Peace, right? And I looked it up. And the dictionary version, or at least the Google dictionary version of peace definition, means um, freedom from disturbance, tranquility, right? So, have you ever felt like you've hit all your pinnacles in life, but you still don't feel at peace? Have you ever wondered why? If so, I mean, let's talk about it, right? So, I wrote down a couple of things. I wrote down a couple of things on what my theory from experience, too, from experience, what my theory is behind that and why people don't experience peace. I'm going to give you a couple of reasons. My first one being that um, your conscience. Now, we all have a conscience, right? And this can be something that's old, something that's new, relatively new, or something that's old. Your conscience can affect your peace in the sense that you have done or said something and it's eating at you. Now, this is one of by far the worst. And again, I'm speaking to you from direct experience. So, this is your conscience, and you've either done something or said something, and it's eating at you, and it's just constantly in your head, and it's not allowing you to live peacefully. That's one reason I feel like people don't experience peace. Second reason is they can't let go of past situations and haven't dealt with them. So, dealing with past situations now, you can deal directly with the past situation if there were other parties involved, meaning, a friend, family member, a coworker, simply by a conversation. And not to mention, I think I read somewhere that a lot of relationships become estranged just because a conversation wasn't had. So, yeah, not being able to let go of past situations and not dealing with them. So, not speaking to the person directly, or if you need to seek therapy or get some kind of help for it, just not taking care of that area, right? These things have to be taken care of, have to be addressed because why? It's affecting your peace. Another one is seeking peace from someone else or something else. This one I find is very, very common. And this can be in all ages, doesn't matter. Now, some people seek peace through social media. They seek peace by how many followers they have, how many hearts they have, likes, how many ats or whatever it is. And when they don't have enough of that, they don't feel peaceful. So that's one version of seeking peace from someone else or something else. Another way can be seeking peace from a partner, trying to rely on that person to make you feel peaceful. Um, and we all, you can't change people, right? So that's just not efficient in itself, relying on anyone else to make you peaceful. Some other things, relying on, let's say you buy a new house, you buy a new purse, you get a new job, you buy a new car, any materialistic thing, you're searching for peace through this object, but you're still not feeling that peace over you. That's another reason why I feel like people don't experience true peace. Fourth reason is accepting things you cannot change. Now, this is kind of linked with letting go of past situations or even current or future situations. If you have, well, I guess you could change a job, um, but if you have past situations that, have some dealing with someone else and, that person isn't changing or, doesn't want to apologize or hear you out, you have to accept that. And I feel that this is another big area in which all of us have struggled. Um, and fifth is putting yourself in environments where you're not comfortable with. And I keep looking over because I made notes. I didn't want to forget the things I wanted to tell you because I felt like it was really important and prevalent. But putting yourself in environments where you're not comfortable. Now, this is really huge. I have learned now these five things, I have experienced all of them and I've learned to overcome them. Um, Today, I can truly say that I have peace, right? So that goes back to my description from chaos to clarity, and going back to being intentionally forming myself. I think it takes a lot of practice, it takes a lot of um, being able to be grounded and be firm. Some days are easier than others, but overall, I would say I feel like I found peace. For example, I used to have like a really bad sneaker addiction, right? No matter how many sneakers I bought, I still wasn't peaceful. So, it did nothing. Or jewelry, um, or dealing with situations with family members and just realizing that, you know, it is what it is, right? We're quick to say it is what it is, but are we really accepting that is what it is, right? What it is. Um, so these five, six things I think would help everyone really achieve being peaceful. I mean, that's just it. Will Smith recently said, something about people hitting rock bottom. We tend to hear that term, but he said that he wishes that people would get everything that they wanted. If you want a Ferrari or you want a mansion, he's like, get everything that you want and then realize that you're still not peaceful. And it's because we're seeking peace through all of these things. And we're letting them, in a sense, control us and control our minds. And um, yeah, I mean, it's not going to help you achieve being peaceful. Once you are able to do these things and work on them, I guarantee you, you will feel peaceful. And I know it seems hard and it is hard. It is hard. Especially, I feel like one of the hardest ones can be, accepting things or people you cannot change. That can be very frustrating, especially if you feel like someone owes you an apology or someone did you wrong and, they don't want to apologize or they don't want to talk about it. Um, Also, talking with people, a lot of people don't like confrontation. They don't like having those conversations. So this does take some courage, it takes strength. But I promise you, if you do these things and you implement them into your life, you will experience peace. You'll be able to sleep, you'll be able to relax, you'll be able to just have a clear mind. And just that's the best advice I can give you guys today. Like I said, I felt like I really wanted to share this because I feel like it's something that we all deal with. We all deal with. And you know, some might say, like, oh, if you have a partner, you have a spouse, oh, I'm supposed to have peace. Yeah, you're supposed to have peace, but you don't try to find your peace through a person, right? The peace that you're speaking about is for your marriage or for your relationship, right? So, me looking for peace through my boyfriend is not sufficient, right? Me looking at him and wondering why I'm not peaceful I mean, and if that's, that's the case, then, some removing has to be done, right? So I would really just encourage you guys to hit these things head on, one at a time. It takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of strength, and just being consistent with it, right? I think that's been my biggest thing lately is just consistency, consistency, consistency. But don't let your conscience eat at you. If you've done something or said something, don't let it eat at you. Either deal with it, um, admit to it. Accountability goes a long way. Accountability goes a long way. And yeah, I mean, that's the best thing I can give for you guys. If you guys have any other suggestions on what else has helped you guys and recommendations, what else has helped you guys experience peace, please comment, let me know. Any other topics you want me to touch upon, let me know because I will. Again, this was heavy on my heart. I was sitting in my car brainstorming some other things and researching some other things. And I ran upstairs and I just said, I got to put this out. I got to put this out because I feel that everyone needs to hear this. Stop looking for peace through other people. Stop letting past situations control your peace today. Accept things you cannot change. Accept people you cannot change. Remove yourself from rooms you feel uncomfortable in. You don't have to go to that outlet. Who cares? There'll be plenty other outlets. You know what I mean? Um, and don't rely on materialistic things to make you peaceful because it won't. You have to just find the peace within yourself and be comfortable with who you are as a person. And if what you're doing isn't aligning with your peace, for example, let's say I'm a robber and I'm not feeling peaceful. Well, maybe it's because I'm a bad person, right? I'm robbing innocent people. So, and even if they weren't innocent, we let God deal with them. So, Scooby's barking in the background. He must see someone out there. But yes, just practice this. Comment below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be sharing more stuff with you. Again, this is me, myself, the raw version of me, raw Amy, real ass woman. And I just want to give you guys what's on my mind. This is how you achieve peace. And I genuinely believe that. And yeah, don't forget to lock in and subscribe. I'll see you again soon.